Please stand by. Please stand by. We are experiencing technical difficulties. There it is. Give that video a click. Here we go. We are almost ready to go. Welcome to Avengers Baseball. I am RC Robbin. We are almost there, ladies and gentlemen. This is a 162 game created franchise on MLB The Show. I am RC Robbin. Don't forget to like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. Imagine if the actors from the Marvel Cinematic Universe were to play Major League Baseball against legends past and present. And that's what you'd have right here on YouTube. All 162 games, no skipped innings, no simulated games, ready to go. I hit, I pitch, I field. I do not run the bases. I let the computer run the bases for me, and the difficulty setting is set to All-Star. Not looking to impress anybody, just looking to have a good time. The league standings are on the screen. This is the National League West, the LA Dodgers. My head is in front of where the LA Dodgers symbol is. They lead the National League West by a game and a half over the Hollywood Avengers, who are 94 and 55. Let's jump into the calendar. And let's look at, it's a 3-game set against the Colorado Rockies. Unfortunately, the Avengers have lost the first 2. They are facing a 3-game sweep Sunday afternoon game. Let's jump into the schedule. Play game. Okay. Auto fix the lineup. Play full game. We are the away team at Coors Field. If you're playing the Colorado Rockies, it should be Coors Field. Overcast day. Chris Pratt, Star-Lord. You know what? I'm gonna give Chris Pratt another. Oh, there we go. Let's see. You know what? Let's just start this game up. These are your lineups. Time for some Major League Baseball. I also do play-by-play. Hopefully you can stand to hear the sound of my voice. I can barely stand it on replay, but it is what it is. I am again RC Robbin. Welcome to the live stream. Get ready for some Major League action. Live at Coors Field. Time for some baseball as the Hollywood Avengers visit the Colorado Rockies. On the mound for the Rockies, Mitch Keller, 3-13 on the season. He has had a great season, 3-13, 6.96 earned run average. Leading off for the Avengers, Anthony Mackie. Anthony is hitting .321. He has 18 homers, 68 runs batted in. He plays Sam Wilson in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Here comes the first pitch of the ball game. High and outside, ball 1. Rockies are in last place in the NL West. That's Miguel Cabrera at third. And I have no idea. And that looks like, the center fielder. Deep drive headed towards the right center field gap, and it will be one hop off the base of the wall. He's rounding second and heading to third. The relay to the third baseman is not in time. It is a leadoff triple. Got the check for Anthony Mackie. Hey, Mazwardi, welcome to the live stream. Here's the replay. The new Captain America turning on the Jets. Get it? Anthony Mackie, former Falcon, turn on the Jets. Never mind, forget it. It's cheesy. So I have the laptop open in front of me reading the comments on the YouTube channel. Decided to try a different layout. Let's see how it works. Up next is Spider-Man Tom Holland hitting .361. He has 17 homers and 81 RBIs. Like the hat. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's the holiday season. Tom Holland steps in. And he pops it up. That will not get the run home. In foul territory, the catcher makes the catch for the first out. Ugh, terrible at bat from Spider-Man. Starting lineup, Anthony Mackie's at short, Tom Holland's at second, Robert Downey Jr. is at first. The catcher, Mark Ruffalo. Chadwick Boseman's at third, Dave Bautista's in right, Sebastian Stan is in left. The DH, Idris Elba, and batting ninth and playing center field, Don Cheadle. Robert Downey Jr., 21 homers, 92 runs batted in, steps up, 1 out, runner at third, pitches high, ball 1. I'm going to go to bed and listen to the game. Well, Mazwardi, I appreciate the time that you invest in my live streaming channel. You don't have to watch. Listening works just the same. I'll do the play-by-play as if it's on the radio. 1 ball, no strike count to Tony Stark. Runner at third. Swing and a miss out in front of the changeup. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Obviously, Robert Downey Jr. plays Tony Stark in the MCU. Anthony Mackie is at third, less than 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. Low and outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Here comes the pitch from Keller. Outside, full count, 3 balls, 1 strike. On deck, the Incredible Hulk, Mark Ruffalo. Hitters count, here comes the pitch from Mitch Keller. Slow bouncer to the first baseman, that should be enough. So the pitcher covering Keller records the out at first, but it will go down as an RBI ground out for Tony Stark, RBI number 93 on the season, and the MCU takes an early 1-0 lead. So he got the job done. Up next, the Incredible Hulk, Mark Ruffalo, is hitting .338. He has a team-high 34 homers and 130 runs batted in. Bases empty, 2 outs, 1-0 MCU. Chases a slider way out of the strike zone for strike 1. Needs to show a little bit more patience there. Count is 0-1. Pitch looked high and outside, but called a strike. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Darryl Parker is the man making those decisions behind home plate, calling balls and strikes. Count is 0-2. Chases a slider. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, Mr. Ruffalo. The side is retired, but the RBI ground out after half an inning of play here at Coors Field. The Hollywood Avengers lead 1-0. On the mound for the Avengers, Black Widow, Scarlett Johansson. She is making her 22nd start of the season. She's been a little cold lately. She's 9-7. She was 9-4. Lost her last 3 starts. ERA 3.92. Leading off for the Colorado Rockies, Duke Schneider, center fielder, 318, 25 homers, 82 runs batted in. He was a legendary player that played in the 1940s and 50s. Fastball inside corner, strike 1. The Avengers at the moment are 1 game back in the National League West as Anthony Mackie over there at shortstop and Sebastian Stan, the Winter Soldier, in left field. Here comes the next pitch from Scarlett. Shallow fly ball, right center field. Charging in is Batista. Shoestring catch. He makes it, though. And there's the first out. Lineup for the Colorado Rockies. Duke Snider's at second. Greg Jones at short. Willie McCovey at first. Miguel Cabrera is at third. Jason Hayward is in right. The DH, Hunter Dozier. Andrew McCutcheon is in left. The catcher is Corey Lee. And batting ninth and playing second base, Michael Bush. Greg Jones, 260, 8 homers, 49 runs batted in. Steps in. He's been hot. He had a homer and a triple yesterday. Pulls the fastball down the right field line, out of play, strike 1. This is a 3-game series at Coors Field. Unfortunately, the Avengers have lost the first 2 games. The Rockies are going for a 3-game sweep. Down and in, 1 ball and 1 strike. Thank you for watching. This is Avengers Baseball. This is game number 150 of a 162-game regular season. Pitch is high, 2 balls and 1 strike. We're almost there. It's middle September. Season is almost gone. Change up in there, strike 2. Count evens, 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 out, bases empty. 1-0 MCU. Here's the pitch from Scarlett Jones. Just misses off the inside part of the plate. Count will go full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Willie McCovey is on deck. Here is the payoff pitch. And he lines it foul into the camera well. Count remains full. So yeah, you got to figure 12 more games. If the Avengers go 6-6, I get to 100 wins. So you got to expect, I at least expect 100 wins. Foul tip into the glove, strike 3. There are 2 away. First strikeout for Scarlett Johansson. Here's the replay as I chew on some ice. So next up is Willie McCovey. Willie McCovey played for the San Francisco Giants in the 1960s. They called a section of the ballpark in San Francisco McCovey's Cove. Pitches low, ball one. Oh, that ball is gone. Ho, 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 ho. This ball game is tied at 1. That is home run number 53 on the season for Willie McCovey, a solo shot here in the bottom of the first. And like I said, it's a brand new ball game tied at 1. He sent that into the stratosphere. What are the cheesy sayings they like to say? There's a stewardess on that flight. Let's look at the replay. Oh my goodness. Boom. I think he might have hit it out of the ballpark. No, not quite that. The third deck. He hit it into the third deck. So 1-1 ball game. Up next, Miguel Cabrera, 288, 21 homers, 72 runs batted in. Here comes the pitch from Scarlett. She needs to shake it off and continue on. Fastball, outside corner, strike one. So yeah, 6-6 gets me to 100 wins on the regular season, and then strike two, count as quickly, no balls and 2 strikes on Miguel Cabrera. And then it's basically the playoffs. You need to win 11 games in the playoffs. It's 3 in the first round, 4 in the NLCS, and then 4 more in the World Series to win it all. Sing Venus Unicorn, hello to you. Thank you so much for watching, Venus. I appreciate your presence here. Saturday Night Baseball. Grounder to first, scooped by Tony Stark. He takes it himself, and the side is retired. But solo shot by Willie McCovey ties this ball game at 1 at the end of 1 inning of play. It's 1-1. This is Avengers Baseball. Let's go to the top of the second. Up steps Black Panther Chadwick Boseman, hitting .339. He has 20 homers, 73 runs batted in. Third baseman for the Hollywood Avengers. Comes the pitch from Mitch Keller. Fastball low and outside, ball one. Low, 2 balls and no strikes. Sadly, we lost Chadwick Boseman in real life to colon cancer in the year 2020. May he rest in peace. May he live forever in Avengers Baseball. He swings and flies it to left off the end of the bat. Shallow fly ball. McCutcheon makes the catch for the first out. Next up is Drax the Destroyer Dave Bautista, hitting .318. He has 13 homers, 69 runs batted in. Here comes the pitch. Curveball low and inside, ball one. Skies it to deep right field. Near the warning track, he makes a hop, goes to the, oh wait, he misplays it. I have a feeling he's going to go for third. The throw to third is not in time. It's a triple for Drax the Destroyer. That's the first triple of the season for Dave Bautista, former professional WWE wrestler. I didn't know he had the wheels. So I would say the center fielder, Duke Snyder, misplayed it against the wall, and he just did not hesitate rounding second. And he was in there with a 1-out triple. So next up is Sebastian Stan, the Winter Soldier, 288, 10 homers, 51 RBIs. He has an opportunity, curveball outside, ball one, opportunity to drive home that run with less than 2 outs without the benefit of a base hit. So let's see what happens. Chases a slider down and away, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Again, Bautista leads off third base. 1 out here in the top of the second inning. 1-1 ball game. Chases another slider down and away. Not showing a lot of patience. Count as 1 ball and 2 strikes to Stan. Bucky Barnes. Outside with the curveball, 2-2. Misses with the slider. Count goes full. 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Winter Soldier. Idris Elba is on deck. Again, runner leads off third. Here comes the full count pitch. And that's a deep drive. It is on the warning track, makes the catch that is certainly deep enough. Tagging at third and heading home is the base runner. It is an RBI sacrifice fly for Bucky Barnes, and the MCU now takes a 2-1 lead. Here's the replay. I thought he had a chance maybe to hit it off the wall. Snyder tracks it down. So 2 outs, bases empty, up steps Hemdahl. Idris Elba's hitting .268, 9 homers, 50 RBIs. Ground ball up the middle, fielded by the shortstop, Greg Jones, and the side is retired. But they do get a run on the sacrifice fly, and after an inning and a half of baseball, it's the Avengers 2, the Rockies 1. So we go to the bottom of the second. Up steps right fielder Jason Hayward, hitting an even .300 on the season. 21 homers, 67 RBIs. Swing and a miss at the fastball, strike 1. So Scarlett Johansson is looking for her 10th win of the season. She started the season in the minor leagues. Then Terrence Howard was sent down when more pitching help was needed. It's a fly ball down the left field line. Long run for the third baseman. Wakanda forever, baby. Nice catch by Chadwick Boseman. Defensive alignment for the Avengers in the outfield from left to right. Sebastian Stan, Don Cheadle, and Dave Bautista. And in the infield, Black Panther Chadwick Boseman, Anthony Mackie, Tom Holland, Robert Downey Jr., with Mark Ruffalo behind home plate. The Avengers lead the National League in fielding percentage. Up next, the DH, Hunter Dozier, .235, 9 homers, 26 runs batted in. 1 out, bases empty. Grounded to short, fielded by Mackey. Cut the check, there's 2 away. Two down, up steps the left fielder, Andrew McCutchen. He's hitting .293, he has 11 homers and 35 runs batted in. So we have 12 games left of the Major League season. Fastball looked like it should have been a called strike. Called outside, ball 1. Interesting strike zone by this umpire today. So 1-0 count to McCutchen. That pitch to me looked high, but that one was called a strike, so go figure. Count evens, 1 ball and 1 strike. Chases a slider, 1-2. For those of you that are watching, thank you for watching. This is Avengers Baseball. I am RC Robbin. If you're not into baseball, don't forget to check some of the other playlists on my YouTube channel. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Side is retired. 1-2-3 inning for Black Widow. After 2 innings of baseball, it's 2-1. Avengers lead. So we go to the top of the third. Up steps Don Cheadle, .280, 14 homers, 68 runs batted in. Switch hitter batting from the left side against the righty Mitch Keller.
Ball 1.
Fastball just misses the outside corner, ball 1. That one hit the outside corner. Count evens, 1 ball and 1 strike. Just gets a piece of the changeup. Fouls it off. Count 1 ball, 2 strikes on Don Cheadle. He's James Rhodes in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And he pulls that one deep. Back goes the fielder looking up. Caught on the warning track for out number 1. He gave it a ride, but
Now batting.
it was not far enough. National League West standings, as you can see on your screen, the Rockies are in last place. The first place Los Angeles Dodgers lost today already. They are tied in the loss column with the Hollywood Avengers, but technically they have a 1-game lead because they played 2 extra games and won them both. The Avengers at this moment are 94 and 55. The Dodgers are 96 and 55. Anthony Mackie's up. He had hit in his first at-bat, a triple. Fastball outside, ball 1. 2-1 lead for the MCU here in the top of the third. 1 away, bases empty. Outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Fouls off the high fastball, a little late on it. Flies down the left field line out of play. Count as 2 balls and 1 strike. Down and in, hitters count, 3 balls and 1 strike to Mackey. If you didn't already know that Anthony Mackie is the new Captain America, you really need to get a late pass. Line drive, base hit to right, and he's 2 for 2. 1 out single, cut the check for Captain America. You might be wondering where Chris Evans is. Chris Evans was injured last month for the remainder of the season. So, can't say the new Captain America and the old Captain America. Basically, on the roster, there's only one Captain America, and his name is Anthony Mackie. He's going to the first pitch. In there, strike 1, throw down is in time, throws him out with all his blazing speed. He still gets caught at second. Let's watch the replay. Throws a dart, short hop, caught by Bush. What a gun. Nice play by the catcher. So anyway, 2 outs, bases empty, 0-1 count to Spider-Man. Pitch is low, 1 ball and 1 strike. Chris Evans, oh my God. Yes, Singh, unfortunately, Chris Evans got some kind of injury. It was in August. It said he would be out for the next 2 months. So I have to pretty much assume that there is a timetable on the menu option screen where I can check to see how much longer he's going to be injured for. Pitch is high, count evens, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the third. But if I do some basic math, and it seems like he inside, full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes to Tommy Holland. Seems like he's going to be out for the rest of the season, so I have to make do without him, unfortunately. Slider outside, ball 4. It's a 2-out walk to Spider-Man, and the at-bat, the inning, will continue for the Avengers.
Number 12.
Oh, he's rating topic of Captain America VA 2. So, Tony Stark had an RBI ground out in his first at-bat. Steps up there. Quick throw to first. Holland is back. It's a 2-1 lead for the Avengers here in this getaway game at Coors Field. Top of the third. Runner at first has speed. And that's a line drive, almost takes off the head of the umpire into center field. It is a 2-out single for Iron Man. We love you 3000, Tony. And the pitching coach of the Colorado Rockies takes that slow stroll out to the mound to kind of calm things down for Mitch Keller. 2 on, 2 out. And a big hit could change the fortunes of this game. So up next is the Incredible Hulk. Mark Ruffalo has 130 runs batted in on the season. And he pulls it on the ground foul for strike 1. He's 0-1 in this game. Runner leads off second and first. And that looks like it's going to find its way in there. It's going to be a single. Oh, wait, he might go for second. I got a feeling it's going to be, yes, it is. It's an RBI single for Ruffalo Smash. And an MCU now takes a 3-1 lead. That's RBI number 131 and double number 39 on the season for Mark Ruffalo. Kind of just takes it the other way into right center field. Doesn't have a lot of speed, but he was able to leg out that double. So runners are in scoring position. It's second and third for Black Panther, who's 1 for 9 in this series. It's 3-1 Avengers. A hit could make a real big dent on that scoreboard. Pitch is high, ball 1. And that one looks like it's going to be a routine play for Greg Jones and is dug out of the dirt by Willie McCovey at first. However, the double by Mark Ruffalo increases the lead for the Avengers after 2.5. It's the MCU 3, Colorado 1. This is Avengers Baseball. So we go to the bottom of the third. For the Rockies, Corey Lee's hitting 243, 10 homers, 48 runs batted in. Here comes the pitch from Scarlett. And he pulls the fastball foul down the left field line, out of play for strike 1. Ground ball up the first base line. It is a foul ball. Just missed the first base bag. And the count is no balls and 2 strikes to Lee. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he just gets a piece of the knuckleball, fouls it back. Count remains 0-2. And that's a line drive, base hit to left. Oh, so it's a leadoff single for Corey Lee. And the tying run will come to the plate for the Colorado Rockies. Here's the replay. Line drive over the head of the shortstop. So next up, Michael Busch, 225 on the season, 12 homers, 49 runs batted in. Hits from the left side of the plate. Fastball inside corner, strike one. Busch had 2 doubles and an RBI yesterday in yesterday's win. 7-1 win. Chases a slider down and in, swing and a miss. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes to Busch. Runner leads off first, nobody out. Swing and a miss, got him on the knuckleball. Nasty floating knuckleball for the 3rd strikeout for Scarlett Johansson. Let's watch the replay. Was it even a strike? Look at this, no rotation on that baseball. Gotta love it. So lineup turns over. Duke Snider, the center fielder, steps up. He's 0 for 1. He flew out in the 1st. Runner leads off first, 1 out. Swing and a miss at the fastball, strike 1. So Scarlett doesn't have a blazing fastball. She barely ever breaks 90, 91 miles an hour. Couldn't probably break a pane of glass with her fastball. But she has 4 pitches that she can throw for strikes that move. Pulls it. She basically is north-south, east-west kind of pitcher. Uses all corners of the strike zone. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes to Duke. And that's a bloop. Charging is Sebastian Stan. He will make the catch for out number 2. There's a shallow pop-up over the head of the shortstop. Nice play by the Winter Soldier. So 2 outs. Up steps Greg Jones, who struck out in the 1st. He is 0 for 1. Pitches high, called a strike by the home plate umpire. Count is 0-1. Misses low and inside with the breaking ball. Count 1 ball to 1 strike. 3-1 lead for the MCU. Bottom of the 3rd. It's going. Throw down is not in time. Stolen base for Corey Lee. So he puts himself in scoring position with 2 outs, so a single can make this a closer game. Runner leads off second. 1 count, 1-2 count on Greg Jones. And he nubs it up the first baseline. Charging as Scarlett picks it up, throws in time to retire the side. Reflexes like a cat, Black Widow has, and the side is retired. The end of 3, it's the Avengers leading 3-1. Leading off the top of the 4th, Dave Bautista. He had a triple and a run scored in his first at-bat. First triple of the season for Drax. Swing and a miss over the top of the slider, strike 1. Mitch Keller on the mound. Again, out in front of the slider, and he's quickly down 0-2. Cold strike 3. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, Mr. Bautista. That's the 2nd strikeout of the game for Mitch Keller, and there's 1 away. Up next is Sebastian Stan. He had a sacrifice fly in the 2nd inning. Here comes the pitch.
No, that's down.
Slider low, check the swing, ball 1. Low again, 2 balls and no strikes to Bucky. High and inside, check the swing, count is 3 balls and no strikes. Will he swing on 3-0? No, he will not, because I do not swing on 3-0 pitches. I always take a pitch. Ball 4, inside, 1 out walk for Sebastian Stan. I've learned long ago that if I don't put the controller down on 3-0 pitch it, I end up swinging at the 3-0 pitch and popping it up and wasting an at-bat. So up next is Idris Elba. He grounded out in the 2nd. He's 0 for 1. Stan leads off first. Big lead. Throw to first. He's back. Don't forget to like the video. Please subscribe to the channel. This is Avengers Baseball. Grounder to 3rd. Cabrera over to second for one. Back to first. A double play. Round the horn, 5-4-3. Side is retired. So, 3.5 innings played here at Coors Field. MCU leads 3-1. So we go to the bottom of the fourth. Up steps Willie McCovey, who had a solo shot, a moonshot in his first at-bat. Stepping in for his second plate appearance. And he looks like he wants to hit another moonshot. Pulls it high and deep, but foul for strike one. Got to figure out some other kind of pitch. Can't throw this guy anything down the middle. This time it's a pop-up, and I got a feeling it's going to find its way in there. No, caught by Sebastian Stan for the first out. Nice play by the Winter Soldier, charging into that Bermuda Triangle out there in short left center field. So next up, Miguel Cabrera, who's 0 for 1 with the ground ball. Here's the pitch. And it is a fly ball to center. Routine play for War Machine. Don Cheadle makes the catch, and there are 2 outs. So 2 down, up steps the right fielder Jason Hayward, who popped out in the second. 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. Grounder to first. Fielded by Tony. Steps on the bag himself. It's a quick 1-2-3 inning for Scarlett Johansson. At the end of 4 innings of baseball, it's a 2-run lead for the Hollywood Avengers. Welcome to Avengers Baseball. I am RC Robbin. Thank you for joining the live stream. So up next here in the top of the 5th is Don Cheadle. Don is 0 for 1, hitting from the left side. Fastball is low, ball 1. And that's a deep drive headed towards the right center field gap. Charging makes the running catch in the gap. Nice play by center fielder Duke Snyder for out number 1. I thought he was going to get in there for at least a double, but the speed covered a lot of real estate out there in right center field. So 1 away, up steps Anthony Mackie, who's 2 for 2. He has a single and a triple today. Here comes the pitch from Kelvin. And this one is a lazy fly ball to right. There is Hayward to make the catch for out number 2.
The batter, number 8.
So 2 down, up steps Tommy Holland. Next week, his movie will debut. Spider-Man, I'm excited to see it. Tom Holland is 0 for 1. Fastball misses outside ball 1. Tom Holland has 203 hits on the season. And now he has 204. That's a line drive up the middle, a 2-out single for Spider-Man, Spider-Man. So this half inning will continue. Here's the replay as I chew on some ice.
Number 12.
Line drive up the middle. Next up, Robert Downey Jr. Rocky's bullpen is active. Quick throw to first. Tony's back. Check that. Tommy's back. Tony Stark has an RBI single today. He's 1 for 2. Fastball outside ball 1. Again, throw to first. He's safe. With 2 outs, it would be a good time to steal a bag, put himself in scoring position. Again, throw to first. Keller's thinking the same thing, wants to keep him close. Again, the count is 1 ball and no strikes to Robert Downey Jr. And that ball is high. It is far. That ball is gonzo. That is a 2-run home run for Robert Downey Jr. We love you 3000, Tony. Home run number 22 on the season. And just like that, the Avengers now take a 5-1 lead. Oh, yeah. Ha, 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 ha. Here's a replay. Bang. Projected 445 feet at Coors Field. Oh my goodness, it still hasn't come down. So up next is Mark Ruffalo. Mark has an RBI double today. He's 1 for 2.
Number 84.
5-1 lead for the MCU. 2 outs. A 2-out, 2-run homer by Iron Man. And Ruffalo is late on the breaking ball. Fouls it down the right field line. Out of play for strike 1. And he skies it to right. Slicing out of play. Count as no balls and 2 strikes. Sing Venus Unicorn, over high indeed. He killed that pitch. Thank you for watching, Venus. Fastball just misses outside. Count as 1 ball, 2 strikes. Speaking of home runs, Mark Ruffalo leads the team with 34 home runs. And that one is not home run number 35. It's a ground ball to short. Fielded by Greg Jones. He throws to first to retire the side, but a 2-out, 2-run home run from Robert Downey Jr. At the end of 4 innings of play, 4.5. The Avengers lead by 4, 5-1. Okay. So I have a feeling we're going to go to the dugout with Heidi Watney. Hopefully her microphone is working. And yet again, for the 150th time this season, Heidi's microphone is not working. Heidi, we're really sorry. We'll have to send somebody down there to help you. We apologize. Technology sucks. So leading off the bottom of the 5th is Hunter Dozier, who's 0 for 1 with the ground out. Here comes the pitch. Ground ball, third base side, foul, strike 1. Mr. Rob, I'm just going to be quick and tell you that this is Game Awards Day. Has made people who make Walking Dead. Okay, so first of all, welcome to the live stream, Mr. Rob. Thank you for showing up and making a comment. I know you're not the biggest baseball fan, but I appreciate your time and attention. So you're saying something about the Game Awards, and there's a game by the people who made The Walking Dead and Wolf Among Us. That's Telltale Games. Yes, there's a game called The Expanse, which is a science fiction game made by Telltale Games, and I am very excited about it, Mr. Rob. Thank you for the comment. You know, I know you're not a baseball fan, but this one's a pretty good one. The Avengers are kicking ass. Swing and a miss out in front of the slider. Count as quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. I will return with a Assassin's Creed Valhalla live stream tomorrow, Sunday. So hopefully you'll be around probably Sunday afternoon if not Sunday evening. I hate to keep a schedule because once you make it a schedule, it's like a job. Swing and a miss. He struck out Dozier, and there's 1 away. Here's the replay from Scarlett Johansson. Enjoy your game and enjoy the rest of your night. You too, Mr. Rob. Thank you for dropping by. I genuinely appreciate the time that you invest in my channel. I will see you tomorrow for Valhalla. So 1 out, bottom of the 5th. Up steps Andrew McCutcheon, who is 0 for 1. Pops it up behind home plate, out of play. Count as no balls and 1 strike. Andrew McCutcheon. When I think of McCutcheon, I think of him playing for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Tried to check his swing, did not do so. Count as quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch from Black Widow. Pops him up, charging. This is the first baseman. Cannot make the play. Count will remain 0-2. The Expanse by the Telltale Games. I like that TV show, The Expanse. Swing and a miss, struck him out on the 2-seam fastball. And there are 2 away. Strikeout number 5 for Scarlett. Here's the replay.
The catcher, number 35, Corey Lee.
Catcher Corey Lee is up next. Corey has a single today in the 3rd inning. Fastball inside corner, strike 1. 5-1 lead for the MCU here in the bottom of the 5th. Just gets a piece of the 2-seam fastball. Count quickly, no balls and 2 strikes on Lee. Jams him, pops it up behind home plate, out of play. And that's a line drive. He measured that nicely, and it will make its way all the way to the wall. Corey Lee is going to stop at second with the double. It's a 2-out double for the catcher. My goodness. He crushed that knuckleball. Double number 23 on the season for Lee. Here's the replay. Oof. No chance at all for Cheadle in center field. So next up is Michael Bush, the second baseman. Michael struck out in the third inning. He is 0 for 1. Runner in scoring position with 2 outs. Misses just off the plate inside, ball 1. Michael Bush is hitting only .213 this season with runners in scoring position. Knuckler off the plate, 2 balls and no strikes. Fouls off the slider down the left field line, out of play. Count is 2-1. Love me some baseball. I am going to miss baseball when this season ends. It's probably going to take me another 2 weeks or so. And he pulls the slider down the right field line. Count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. My intention is to wait until MLB The Show 22 comes out for the PS5, which I hope to have a PS5 system by March of 2022. Again, he's late on the fastball. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes on Bush. So if I end this by January, I'll take a 2 or 3 month break from baseball. But then, when MLB The Show 22 debuts in March 2022, I'm definitely going to start it up again. For those of you that like baseball, it shall return. So, full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner leads off second. Here's the pitch. Pops it up out of his crouch in front of the plate. Ruffalo makes the catch to retire the side. So we have 5 innings of baseball. This is an official ball game. The Avengers lead 5-1.
Your attention, please.
So Anderson, 3-3 with a 4.61 earned run average. Comes in to pitch for the Colorado Rockies. Stepping up to the plate is Chadwick Boseman to lead off the top of the 6th. He is 0 for 2.
The third baseman, number 20.
Fouls off the fastball a little late. Drives it down the right field line. Out of play. Strike 1. Out in front of the circle chain, swinging a miss, count quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. I am the Pizza Man Gaming, wants to know what's up. Avengers Baseball is what's up. Welcome to the live stream. He checks the swing, curveball is low, count is 1 ball and 2 strikes to Chadwick. Welcome to the live stream, Pizza Man. I appreciate your presence. Thank you for showing up. Breaking ball inside, count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. This is the 3rd game of a 3-game series. Unfortunately, the Avengers have lost the first 2, and they're trying to stave off a sweep, a 3-game sweep at the hands of the Colorado Rockies. But today, the MCU leads 5-1 here in the top of the 6th inning. Just gets a piece of the cut fastball to stay alive. The count remains 2-2. Here's the pitch. Outside, full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. On deck is Drax the Destroyer. Here comes the full count pitch from Anderson. Did he check it?
What do you got?
Yes, he did. That's ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk for Chase Anderson. So if you're a manager and you bring in a relief pitcher and the first thing he does is walk the first batter he faces, that's how you give acid indigestion to your manager. Just saying. So anyway, up next is Drax the Destroyer, Dave Bautista. He is 1 for 2 today. He's from the Guardians of the Galaxy franchise. Breaking ball outside, ball 1, and he seems to have temporarily lost the strike zone. Anderson has. Here comes the pitch. And he pulls it high and deep, but curling out of play for strike 1. Count is 1-1. Batista is a former professional WWE wrestler. Line drive, pass. I thought Bush was going to come up with it, but he did not. So it's a single, a line drive single to right for Drax the Destroyer. Nothing can get over his head. He'll catch it. So 2 on, nobody out for Sebastian Stan, the Winter Soldier. Chases a high fastball, strike 1. Sebastian walked in the first. He has no official at-bat. That's a deep drive. Back goes the center fielder looking up. It's Gonzo. It's a 3-run home run for the Winter Soldier, Bucky Barnes. Till the end of time. A home run number 11 on the season for Sebastian Stan, and that has broken this game wide open. The lead is now 8-1 Avengers here in this getaway game. Oh yeah! Ha 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 ha! Here's a replay. Bang! Oh, dead center field. That's Gonzo. Oh. So that'll be all for Chase Anderson. In relief for him is Alec Mills. Alec is 6-6 with a 5.18 earned run average. Up next, Idris Elba, 0 for 2.
Number 63.
And he pulls it foul. Strike one. 8-1 Avengers here in the top of the sixth. Chases a slider. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Strike 3 called. And that's the first out of the inning. Right on that outside corner. Next up is War Machine Don Cheadle. He's 0 for 2. Hitting against the left side against the righty Alec Mills. Fastball low, ball 1. This is game number 150 of a 162 game regular season. Bouncer to the mound. Mills has it, throws to first in time. 2 away. They should have went to Mills instead of Anderson, and they might still be a 5-1 lead. So 2 out. Lineup turns over for the Avengers. Anthony Mackie. He's singled, tripled. He is 2 for 3. 2 outs, bases empty, top of the 6th. Fastball outside, ball 1. Slider backdoor, outside corner. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. Mills sets and delivers. Way out in front of the changeup. Swing and a miss. Count is 1-2 on the new Captain America. High, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 8-1 lead for the MCU here in the 6th inning. Here's the pitch from Alec Mills. Ground ball, 3-hopper to the second baseman. Michael Bush throws to first to retire the side. But the Winter Soldier, Sebastian Stan, hits a 3-run home run here. And after 5.5, it's a 7-run advantage for the Hollywood Avengers. This is Avengers Baseball. So we go to the bottom of the 6th. Lineup turns over for the Rockies. Duke Snider is 0 for 2. Here comes a pitch from Scarlett. She has a 7-run lead. Fastball in there, strike 1. Slider inside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Snyder is 0 for 2. 8-1 Avengers. Knuckleball floats in there for strike 2. Count as 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that's a line drive to the right side for a base hit. Leadoff single for Duke Snider, and he's 1 for 3. That gun out there in right field from Dave Bautista tried to catch him running down the first base line, but not quite that slow. Here's the line drive between first and second for Duke. Duke was the answer for Yankee fans for the best center fielder from the from the Brooklyn Dodgers back in the 50s. Up next, Greg Jones. Checks his swing, but the pitch finds the outside corner for strike 1. Greg is 0 for 2 today. Line drive caught. Did he tag him? Yes, he did. What a great play by Tony Stark at first. Caught the line drive off the bat of Greg Jones. Tagged the base runner going back to the base for a double play. 2 outs, bases empty. Up steps Willie McCovey now. What a play by Tony Stark. He is Iron Man. Willie McCovey is 1 for 2. He does have a solo homer way back in the first. He's responsible for the only run on the scoreboard for the Colorado Rockies. Count is 0-1. Pitches in there, strike 2. Count is no balls and 2 strikes. Johansson deals. Fouls it off at the plate. Count remains no balls, 2 strikes. McCovey Kolb in San Francisco, California. Out in front of the slider, swing and a miss. She struck him out swinging, and the side is retired. 6 innings complete here at Coors. 8-1 lead for the MCU. One of these games where I can relax. Nice. So we go to the top of the 7th. Tom Holland has 2 runs scored today. He's 1 for 2 with a single.
The second baseman, Tom Holland.
Slicing down the right field line, out of play for strike 1. A little late on the high fastball. And again, late on the high fastball. He needs to show a little more discipline. That was not a strike. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Spidey. He swings and misses in the dirt. Strike him out, throw him out. 1 away. The assist goes to Corey Lee behind home plate. So next up is Robert Downey Jr. He has 3 RBIs today. His RBI count is up to 95 on the season. He has 95 RBIs with 12 games left. Late on the fastball, fouls it off down the left field line, out of play for strike 1. So he needs 5 more RBIs to get to the century mark. High and outside, ball 1. Count is 1 ball, 1 strike. I think it's doable. I think he can get to the century mark in RBIs. Low and outside with the breaking ball. 2 balls and 1 strike to Tony. And that's a line drive, but foul. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes to RDJ. Hit it a ton, but couldn't keep it fair. And that's another example of hitting it a ton, but not able to keep it fair. Keeps pulling it down the right field line. Count remains 2-2. Here's the pitch from Mills. That time it's line drive over the head of a leaping Willie McCovey at first. It's a single to right. 1 out single for Tony Stark. His 3rd hit of the ball game. Oh yeah, show us a replay. Come on. Oh. Well, anyway, they did not show us a replay. Up next is the Incredible Hulk, Mark Ruffalo. Here comes the pitch from Mills. Late on the 94-mile-an-hour fastball. Fouls it off, strike 1. Runner leads off first, 1 out, top of the 7th. 8-1 Avengers. Low, ball 1. And that's a line drive headed towards the right center field gap, and it should roll all the way to the wall. He rounds second, he's heading for third. Tony Stark rounds third, he's heading home. The relay throw to the plate is they're not even going to bother throwing. That is an RBI double for Ruffalo's smash. That's RBI number 132 on the season, and double number 40 for Hulk. Lines it into right center field. I thought there was going to be a relay to the plate, but for whatever reason, Michael Bush on the relay decided to hold on to the ball. So it's 9-1 Avengers. Up next, Chadwick Boseman. He walked today, scored a run. Officially, he is 0 for 2. Looked like it was outside, but called a strike by the home plate umpire. The count is 0-1. Black Panther at the plate, 1 down, 8-run lead. Hulk leads off second. In the dirt, check the swing. Count as 1 ball and 1 strike. Nice block behind the plate by Lee. Outside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Oh, love games like this. Love games like this. Oh, it hits off the pitcher's shin, and he won't be able to get, it's going to be an infield single, and I hope he's all right. That was a line drive that nailed the pitcher in his midsection, and he's trying to shake it off. While he's trying to shake it off, just once a game I like to show off options, gameplay, hitting difficulty is set to All-Star, and pitching difficulty is set to All-Star. Just for record-keeping sake, once again I like to show what the difficulty setting is. So runners at first and third, 1 down, up steps Dave Bautista. And he's late on the fastball, slicing out of play for strike 1. So it's a 9-1 lead for the MCU. Here comes the pitch from Mills. Quick throw to first. He's back. Swings at a pitch in the dirt, fouls it off, count is quickly, no balls and 2 strikes to Drax. Again, there's a runner at third and less than 2 outs. Slider outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. And it is a lazy fly ball to right. Will it be deep enough? No, it's not. It is not deep enough to get the run home. Shallow fly ball to right field. Hayward showed us his cannon, so there's 2 outs and the run does not score. So next up, Sebastian Stan, who has a 3-run home run in the 6th inning. He has runners at first and third. Can he get another 3-run home run? Let's see what happens. That would be awesome. Swing and a miss at the inside fastball, strike 1. The time to get greedy is now. Game number 150 of a 162-game schedule. No skipped innings, no simulated games. Swing and a miss out in front, count is quickly. No balls and 2 strikes on the Winter Soldier. Sebastian Stan. Here's the pitch from Mills. Swing and a miss, he struck him out, and the side is retired. But they score a boatload of times. No, that's not true. They just basically an RBI double by Mark Ruffalo. Get up and stretch. It's time for the 7th inning stretch. The Avengers lead 9-1. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Okay, we go to the bottom of the 7th. Miguel Cabrera is 0 for 2. Johansson still out there on the mound. Sets and delivers. Bouncer towards third, fielded by Chadwick Boseman, throws to first in time, 1 pitch, 1 away. Jason Hayward is 3 for 9 in this series, but he's 0 for 2 today. And he's late on the breaking ball, slicing, foul, strike 1. Oh no! That's gone. Oh boy. Solo shot for Jason Hayward, 2nd deck at least. That's home run number 22 for Jason Hayward on the season, the solo shot, and the Avengers now lead 9-2. Here's the replay. Bang. Oof. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Ouch. Look how high that one went. Oh my God. So next up is Hunter Dozier, who's 0 for 2. And that's a drive to the opposite side of this ballpark. Back to back and belly to belly. Hunter Dozier follows in his footsteps. That's home run number 10 for Hunter Dozier. And it's now suddenly 9-3 Avengers. Oh, shit. That's a terrible looking sign. Oof. Oh, ouch. So back-to-back solo shots make this a 6-run ball game. It's time for the manager to go to the bullpen and warm up some pitchers. Paul Bettany is going to warm up, and Paul Rudd is going to warm up. Still a 6-run game. 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. Fastball at the knees, strike 1 to Andrew McCutcheon, who's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Fouls off the high slider, count is quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. Pulls the 2-seam fastball down the left field line, out of play. Strike 3 called. Frozen on the knuckleball. 7th strikeout of the game for Black Widow. Here's the replay. He just thought it was high and it floated its way into that strike zone. 2 away. Up next, Corey Lee. Corey is 2 for 2 today. Single and a double. Slider outside corner, strike one. 9-3 Avengers here in the bottom of the 7th inning. This is the getaway game. The Rockies have won the first two. And that's a line drive single up the middle. And Corey Lee's 3 for 3. And pretty soon I'm going to have to take Scarlett out of this game. I'm trying to get as much out of her as I can. Line drive up the middle. Michael Bush may be the last batter she faces, no matter what happens. Checks his swing, but it's in there, strike one, inside corner. Michael is 0 for 2. Line drive, foul. Count is no balls and 2 strikes to Michael Bush. And he pulls the slider deep, but foul. Just gets a piece of the fastball to stay alive. Count remains no balls and 2 strikes. Runner at first, 2 away, bottom of the 7th. 9-3 advantage for the MCU. And that is a fly ball to right. Back goes Batista to retire the side. So, 7 innings of baseball. 2 solo homers makes it a 6-run game. However, after 7 innings of play here at Coors Field, it's the Hollywood Avengers 9, the Colorado Rockies 3. So we go to the top of the 8th. Before Idris Elba plays, gets up to plate, we're going to lefty, switch hitter, and lefty. We're going to have Vision, Paul Bettany, scheduled to put Paul Bettany into the game for the pitch of the 8th. All right, so top of the 8th, leading off Idris Elba, who's 0 for 3.
Nope.
Fastball high, ball 1. Attendance here at Coors Field, 32,615. That is not a sellout, September ball game. Coors Field pulls the changeup foul. Count is even 1 ball and 1 strike to Elba. Coors Field, the Colorado Rockies are in last place in the division, so it'll be tough to get a sellout. Backhanded by the second baseman. Bush throws him out. There's 1 away. Next up, number 10, Don Cheadle. 0 for 6 in this series. He's 0 for 3 today. It'd be nice to get a hit. Swing and a miss at the fastball, strike one. Don Cheadle hit 300 for most of the first half, and now he's hovering around 280. Pops it up in the infield. Greg Jones right behind second base. Makes the second out. Lineup turns over again for Anthony Mackie, who's 2 for 4. He's 5 for 11 with a homer in this series. He has a single and a triple today. 2 outs, bases empty. Out in front, swing and a miss. Change up. Count is 0-1. I don't know if it's in bad taste to call him the Falcon. Oh, that's a base hit up the middle. Not for the Falcon, but for Captain America. Oh, no, it's bobbled out there by Duke Snider. He's going for second, and he'll make it. Is it going to be a double or a single and an error? They're giving him a double. Anthony Mackie is getting a double on the misplay. Guys, I think this is a single and an E8. If he fields this ball cleanly, he holds him to a single. How are they giving Mackie double number 40? That doesn't make any sense. But I love stats. I'll take it. So in relief comes Chris Davensky for the Rockies. He's pitching in his 49th game of the season. He's 2-3 with a 5.10 earned run average. Runner in scoring position with 2 outs. Tom Holland's 1 for 3 with a single. He's hitting 360 on the season. And he grounds to third. Fielded by... I have no idea who it's fielded by because I just got a brain fart, but he throws to first in time to retire the side. 7.5, 9-1, Avengers lead. Miguel Cabrera threw him out. There we go. Do you want to change pitchers? Yes, we do. Paul Bettany plays Vision in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He's 2-1 with a 3.80 earned run average in 42 innings pitched. He will face Duke Snider, who's 1 for 3 with a single. Fastball in there. Triple digits on the radar gun for strike one. 100 miles an hour. He is Vision. Sinking fastball inside, count evens, 1 ball and 1 strike. Fouls off the curveball, 1-2. That looked like strike 3, but called the ball by the home plate umpire. The count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes to Schneider. Swing and a miss, struck him out on the heat. And there's 1 away. The line for Scarlett Johansson, 7 innings, 7 hits, 3 earned runs, no walks, 7 strikeouts. She is in line for win number 10, double digits in victories for Black Widow, should the score stay the way it is. So Greg Jones is a switch hitter, turns around and bats from the right side against the lefty Paul Bettany. He is 0 for 3 from the left side. Maybe he'll have better luck on the right side. Fastball in there, strike 1. I hope not, but we'll see what happens. Line drive past the diving Spider-Man and into right field. Better luck indeed. He has a single, 1-out single here in the bottom of the 8th. And Greg Jones is at first base. He has a lot of speed. Why he would steal a bag with 6 runs, a 6-run deficit, doesn't make any sense to me. But again, sometimes the computer is weird. Fastball to Willie McCovey is in there, strike 1. McCovey is 1 for 3 with a solo shot. That solo shot was, I believe, in the 1st inning or the 2nd inning. Pops it up, short right field, short left field, pardon me. Shortstop, cut the check. Anthony Mackie makes the catch for out number 2. For those of you that are watching my baseball live stream, thank you so much for watching. I genuinely appreciate it. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. Up next, Miguel Cabrera, who's 0 for 3. Fastball at the knees, strike 1.
0-1.
Runner leads off first, 2 down here in the bottom of the 8th. Curveball looked high, called a strike. Count is quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. Miguel Cabrera is a possible Hall of Famer. He's definitely an all-star multiple times in his career. Outside corner, strike 3 called, side retired. We go to the top of the 9th. The Avengers lead by 6. It's 9-3 MCU. Before Tony Stark steps up to the plate, we're going to go to the manager's office and the bullpen. And we're going to look at who's up next in the bottom of the 9th. So lefty, righty, righty. So I'm going to leave Paul Bettany in to pitch to Hayward, the lefty versus lefty. And then for Dozier and McCutcheon, I'm going to bring in Paul Rudd. So that's the plan. So Tony Stark has 3 hits. He also has a home run today. He's up to 95 runs batted in on the season. And he tried to check his swing on that inside fastball unsuccessfully. And he's called strike 1. Count is 0-1. Fouls off the fastball low. Count is 0-2 on Tony Stark. Grounder to second. Fielded, fires, got him. 1 away here on the top of the 9th. Next up is Mark Ruffalo. 2 doubles, 2 RBIs. Average is up to 340. He has 132 runs batted in to lead the ball club. Here's the pitch from Davinsky. Breaking ball inside, ball 1. And he late on the fastball, pops it up near the right field line. Hayward makes the catch for the 2nd out. So 2 down, bases empty, up steps Chadwick Boseman. Black Panther is 1 for 3 with a single today. Jams him. Foul ball, strike 1. Fouls off the low fastball. Count is 0-2. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss out in front of the changeup. Struck him out. 1-2-3 inning for Chris Davinsky. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Last licks for the Colorado Rockies in this 3-game set. They need 6 runs to tie. It's 9-3. Avengers lead. Leading off in the bottom of the ninth, Jason Hayward, who hit a home run in his last at-bat. He's 4 for 10 in this series. Comes the pitch from Vision. And that ball's gone. Ho, 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 ho. Back-to-back homers. That is deep. It is a 5-run ball game. Hayward's home run number 23. Down the right field line into the second deck. Here's the replay. Oh my goodness. He just put a charge into it. Ouch. How high did that go? Third deck, pardon me. So we're going to call, the manager is going to go to the bullpen. And he's going to bring in Paul Rudd, but I'm going to warm up the closer, Jeremy Renner, just in case. Just in case. Paul Rudd, Ant-Man, is coming in to pitch. It's still a 5-run game. It's not a save opportunity. Paul Rudd is 3-0 with a 3.99 earned run average. He's a right-handed pitcher. Comes in to pitch to the right-handed Hunter Dozier, who's 1 for 3, but he hit a home run in his last at-bat. And he swings at the first pitch and flies it to center. Looks like a routine play for Don Cheadle for the first out here in the bottom of the ninth. Next up, Andrew McCutchen, who's 0 for 3. Comes the pitch from Ant-Man. Fastball misses outside, ball 1. Inside off the plate, 2 balls and no strikes. They need him to throw strikes. Checks his swing with the changeup, finds the strike zone, 2 balls and 1 strike to McCutchen. Swing and a miss at the fastball, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And he pulls it down the left field line, out of play. High, full count on McCutchen. On deck is Corey Lee. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. Ground ball backhanded by Black Panther, long throw in time, 2 away, and the Colorado Rockies are down to their final out of this game and final out of this 3-game series. Representing the final out of the game, Corey Lee. Corey Lee, 3 for 3 today. He certainly didn't want to go down without a fight. Fastball in there, strike 197 on the radar gun. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the ninth. 9-4 lead for the Avengers. Pops it up behind home plate. Count is 0-2, and the Rockies are down to their final strike of this game. Strike of this series. Jams him. Pops it up. The at-bat will continue. And he pops it up near home plate. This should do it. Out of the crouch is Ruffalo to make the catch to retire the side. Ball game over. Avengers win 9-4. So they avoid the 3-game sweep. They win the getaway game. That's win number 95 on the season. The Avengers are now again 40 games over 500. Their record is 95-55. The win goes to Black Widow Scarlett Johansson. She now has 10 wins on the season. I believe her record is 10-7. And we will go to the score sheet. Up at the top, you'll see clearly it was 9 runs, 13 hits, no errors for the Hollywood Avengers. 4 runs, 9 hits, no errors for Colorado Rockies. Again, Scarlett Johansson gets the win, her 10th. Mitch Keller gets the loss. And Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr., with his homer and 3 RBIs today, goes 3 for 5. He is the player of the game. Thank you very much for watching, everyone, on this Saturday evening where everyone likes to go out and party, and I'm stuck at home playing my PlayStation, live streaming. I'm having a great time. Hopefully you had a good time with me as well. This has been a presentation of Avengers Baseball. I am RC Robbin. Thank you for watching. Please like the video. Thank you for your comments. Special thank you to Sing Venus Unicorn. Thank you to Mr. Rob. Thank you for the Pizza Man. And everyone else who decided to stop in and say hello. You are the best. I will see you all again soon. Again, the final here at Coors Field. The Hollywood Avengers win 9-4. Take care. Have a great night.